Hey guys, Kristen here at K10Yoga. Thought we'd do a little video today about yoga teacher training, and as much as I have sat here and I've tried to write out notes and all this stuff about what I'm going to talk about, I'm just finding that it's a lot easier if I just talk to you from a real perspective. So, yoga teacher training, who's it for? Anybody that wants to practice yoga. Maybe you want to jump into it a little bit deeper. Maybe you're not sure if you want to teach. Maybe you will teach. Hey, that's up to you. And you don't have to decide that today. You can decide that in the middle of training. You can decide that a year after you go through training. It really doesn't matter. The bottom line is you want to know more. You want to dive in a little bit deeper, grow some more wisdom, and try to figure out this yoga thing that you hear about all the time. So when it comes to who is qualified, who can teach yoga, we're all teachers of yoga. It's just a matter of diving in a little bit deeper and understanding the knowledge a little bit more. So we'll check in with all of that during this yoga teacher training program. Additionally from that, everybody always asks, like, what do I have to do? Like, what does it mean to go through yoga teacher training? Well, I've mirrored my program based off of the program that I went through, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. And that means that you're going to have to take 50 yoga classes. And I know 50 sounds like a lot, but at the end of the day, it's actually really beneficial. I don't want people going around and teaching the exact same way that I teach. I think that's a bit narcissistic. So go find instructors that you love, find instructors that you don't love, so that you can start to figure out what kind of instructor you would want to be, what type of yoga you really like, what type of yoga you're really not that fond of. All of that is up to you, and this program is designed to help you figure that out. So of course, we're going to go through all the different modules that Yoga Alliance has me go through, and that's going to teach us about the teachings of yoga, the ancient traditions, yamas, niyamas, 8 limbs of yoga, all that jazz. We'll do some Sanskrit, we'll get into some more advanced poses, we'll talk about anatomy. We really try to make anatomy fun, figure out how our bodies move based on how we are put together, not what someone tells us we should or should not look like in a particular shape. And we just have a good time. Like, we learn about ourselves, we learn about each other, we learn from each other. Of course, with Yoga Alliance, again, I have to put in there that there are certain modules that we go through, and we'll hit all of those modules, and throughout the program I really hope that you will come out on the other side and know who you are as a yogi, who you are as a teacher, and then decide if you truly do want to teach. I'll offer different workshops and different opportunities for you to be able to teach, to kind of get your feet wet, see what it feels like. But at the end of the day, you'll come out of this program feeling a deeper connection to yourself, a deeper connection with the community around you. You'll have a sustainability factor to push you through your yoga classes so that you can teach on a regular basis and not feel burned out. You'll also gain a vast amount of knowledge, not only for yoga on the mat, but yoga off the mat, which is something really important to me. Just because we do the work on the mat doesn't mean when we step out the door that it's over. How can we keep that going, keep that magical spark going throughout our day, throughout our week, throughout any stressful situations? How can we check back in? When we check back in as individuals, then as yoga teachers, we'll be able to share that with our students. And as we share that with our students, then we will start the ball rolling on finding this peace, this love, this goodwill into the world. I always say that when we can love ourselves fully, when we can find peace within ourselves fully, then as we start to walk through the world, that will mirror. The people around us will start to love themselves a little bit more fully, find a little bit more peace within themselves, and then that effect just ripples out and out and out and out and out into the world. And then the next thing we know, our communities are feeling a little bit more love and peace, and perhaps our world will start to feel a little bit more love and peace. So I hope that answers some general questions for you. I feel like I rambled a little bit about our yoga teacher training program. I do typically offer them in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, but I have been known to travel. If anybody knows me, they know that I definitely have a travel bug, and I will take it whenever I can. So any questions that you have, just shoot me an email. My website is K10Yoga.com. You can find all kinds of information there. And I hope to see you in a training soon. Have a good one. Ciao.